Guys, what's going on? What's going on? Here we are, guys. I'm still under the weather a little bit, but I think we can get this through, guys. We'll do a short little relaxed live stream today. You know what I'm saying? You know, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Here we are, guys. I hope you guys' week hasn't been too crazy. You guys are sick as a dog, out of commission. So sorry, guys, for not doing lives the last couple days, but thanks for all the well wishes. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you guys. I really, really do. Let me do this. Yeah, guys, we're gonna talk about teachers banging students. There's a video. There was a body cam video that I was gonna do a reaction to, but I figured that we'll just do it on this live stream. But this teacher sends a Snapchat to a student, and Snapchat reports it immediately, and the cops are on site while she's at work. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty interesting. There's a couple news stories here that I want to show you guys. 1 second here. Let's do one thing first. And yeah, I hope wherever you guys are, guys, you guys do good in the snow, because damn, it's supposed to be pretty crazy, like pretty much everywhere, so guys,
really
be careful.
Cold.
Yeah, even down where I am, they say that we're supposed to get like 6 inches to a foot of snow, and I'm in the South, which is nuts. So we all know that is going to look like Mad Max down where I am, because people
Welcome
can't drive.
To hell, like.
I know. How much snow are you supposed to get up in New Hampshire snowboard?
I don't know. I don't really believe what they say all the time, but it snowed the past few days, and it's going to be like really cold out. I went snowboarding yesterday and stuff, and it was like pretty awesome, but it's going to get pretty cold out. So I don't know exactly what we're supposed to get, but I know we will be getting snow for sure. I know that in other parts of the world, like my friend that's in Russia, they had like record snow. They have a video of them like skiing off like buildings and stuff.
Yeah. There's people jumping out of like 4th-story windows and landing in the snow.
Yeah, like basically like, you know how we have like a traffic light here? It's like maybe not like in New York City like that high, but like they're like walking down a sidewalk like next like a traffic light thing.
Let me see. Keyshawn's here. He says, yeah, these teachers are all PDF files. Yeah, guys, we're going to talk about Don Lesbian, because he's probably going to jail. Do you see that?
Really?
Thing? Yeah. You know what? Here, let's cover that first.
Beautiful.
Raj, what's up, dude?
It's good. Not really. It'll be a vacation for him. All those men. all the men. I like you and I want you.
We can do this the easy way or the hard way, right?
Gay.
Both ways, hard AF. Don Lemon don't care. Because you put lemon on anything, it kind of tastes good, and that's probably like what he says.
Oh no!
Yes, that lemon creamer.
I miss you, snowboard. I miss
you guys. So, Bonghole is here. Rajai is here. Kathleen's here. Hold on. Korg is here. Who else do we have here? We have Brent's here. Dr. Umar is a Pookie.
Look at his screenshot. It's like hitting a zombie in the head with like bow and arrows.
Now you know who Dr. Umar is, right? You probably don't, because you're not black. Dr. Umar is this guy. He's a total like, white people are devils, you know what I mean? Like black power type of goof, but like he's like, oh yeah, black queens, black women are God and Mother Earth. But then he got too friggin'
guy, kind of.
What's that?
Huh? He's like a Hotep type of guy.
Yeah. But he got like 3 friggin' 2 304s pregnant, 2 strippers. Has like bastard kids with them. It's crazy. So yeah. He said hello from Germany. He's on a base. Hey, what's up, man?
Cool.
It's good to see you, man.
Seriously. Garlic croutons, dude.
Greg says this is worse than Priest. Yeah, facts. Yeah.
This is a difficult topic.
Garlic croutons, dude.
Yeah.
This is a serious topic. Like, we're joking about it and stuff because we have to. But this is like since I've been watching this channel, like basically probably like we'll just say it's a year, like, or under a year. You've covered this like 15 times.
You notice that I'm one of the only people that actually does cover this. You notice that?
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's insane, and it's not like you're covering the same story. It'll be like even crazier than before to be like 11-year-old knocked up like 5 teachers. It's like getting insane.
Yeah. Let's see here. Gregory says, I'm glad you're feeling better. His birthday is in 2 weeks. That's right, Greg. You do have a channel, bro. That's right. Here, hit me up, dude, on Discord. Yeah, thanks for the $5, man. Appreciate that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I want my medication, and I want my croutons, please.
So guys, let's do this really fast. Don Lemon Church. So guys, what Don Lesbian, he ran up in this. Okay, these dunderheaded protesters heard that one of the pastors at this church was like a supervisor for ICE. So they ran up in there protesting.
In a church?
In a church during a service
and stuff? What?
This is investigating the anti-ICE protesters who disrupted services at a church in Minnesota over the weekend.
But the state's attorney general claims the demonstrators and journalist Don Lemon, who was with them, did not break the federal law the DOJ is accusing them of. Douglas Zader joins us live from Washington with all the details. Hi, Doug.
Carly and Todd, good morning. This was an extraordinary escalation of the protests in Minnesota, the storming of church. Now, here's how this played out. As former CNN host Don Lemon joined with protesters who believe one of the pastors at a church in St. Paul had connections to ICE.
We're here to worship. We're here to worship Jesus because that's the hope of these cities. That's the hope of the world is Jesus Christ. I want to be very respectful. Please don't push me. We're here. We're here to worship.
Now you're in.
Now he's getting in his face. Oh
yeah, you're in this man's church. He's the pastor of this church, and look at how freaked out he is, right? Because it interrupted his service.
Man.
And Don Lemon feels so smug and entitled.
That's why we're here. That's why we're here. That's what we're about. Do you think Jesus would be understanding? And we're about love. We're about spreading the love of Jesus, and we just try to talk to them. No one is willing to talk.
Minnesota's attorney general says protesters who stormed that church did not violate what's called the Federal FACE Act, but the Justice Department may not see it that way.
Yeah.
Wow, this is a crazy.
What we saw there was anti-Christian, anti-law enforcement.
This is like
riders
a very big tipping point. Could be tipping point.
But do you guys understand the law that they broke?
Well, I would assume This is my first time seeing any of this, but I would assume you can't just bust into a church service. But also, just one other side thing. Let's say this was a business and not a church, and they just come in and start doing this. You'd be like, "Get that! We're working. Get out of here."
No, but
what are you doing?
But you're missing one big thing here, right? Do you see what Matt put here? They're going to prosecute him under the FACE Act and the KKK Act, right? Guys, when the first black men could vote, the vote was held in a church in Alabama. The church has always been, especially like in the South, the focal point of the community, right? So the Klan would try and come and stop that from happening. So laws were put in place where you cannot barge into a place of worship, be it a mosque, a synagogue, or a church. You cannot do it. You cannot. Federal law states that's why in the past you've even had illegals who were being chased by ICE. You guys remember that one chick that was like that ICE that was trying to get, and she was staying in that church for like a year and a half, and and ICE couldn't go in there? Because churches are protected under federal law.
Yeah.
What is it? Just like on Highlander, not on holy ground. You know, you can't do it. Churches, mosques, and synagogues have special protections under the law. And you cannot A, barge in there uninvited, and B, disrupt their service. And they did both. And this dunderheaded that Black Lives Matter bunch of idiots. Black conservative perspective.
This is a crazy story.
This is
important.
We need to talk about this. We'll do a thing on I think Fridays. Tomorrow's Friday. Yeah, maybe tomorrow's live is going to be Awfuls, affluent white female urban leftists, right? We'll do that. Yeah, I think so. So hold on. So they're on film talking to Don Lemon, saying that they're targeting this church. So there is no ifs, ands, or buts about this. They said specifically there. What guys? Watch this,
dude. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Guys, what is happening?
Think about the difference and what would happen if this was a mosque.
Exactly. It's basically synagogue. A lower level of just going into a bank and start
raping. Listen. Somewhere. Listen. That's what I'm saying. Think about the difference in the narrative, though, if this was a mosque.
Yeah.
Think about like, oh my God, they're hurting all these poor people. They're trying to say, oh, because it was a Christian church and all this other stuff, somehow it's not the same. If you guys put a 1 if you agree with me that if this was a mosque or a Hindu temple or a Buddhist temple or anything other than a Christian church, the narrative would be completely different than how it is.
It's supposed to be a house of God.
Yeah.
Affiliate of CBS, and shame on
guys. And look at this person right here. Of course, this person's an activist.
Well. You see the Mucinex character to the right who has the phone, and that's what I was saying. That's a Mucinex character. That's who was like
no, look at this.
Worked for the state.
I moved back to the hood for the justice. North side come to ride for the justice. I want to see youth get some justice. We got to speak the truth to get justice. And we need to see proof that there's justice. 3 black men killed in Duluth, no justice.
What is going on?
Our ancestors lynched, no one swung a justice. When I'm...
You're not saying what it is.
Now watch.
We're on for you. You're not saying what it is, what's going on, but thank you.
Watch.
Tell us why you're doing this.
So
this is Nakima Levy Armstrong. She's on the show
Nakima
on Friday.
Levy Armstrong, civil rights attorney, longtime activist here in the community. And, we protest and do activism in all kinds of ways.
Just new this morning, we've learned that there's been an arrest. This is over that protest at the church in St. Paul from last Sunday.
Protesters disrupted the service at City's Church over Pastor David Easterwood's role as acting director of ICE field office in St. Paul. Attorney General Pam Bondi announced this morning that she directed agents to arrest Nakima Levy Armstrong. Bondi says Levy Armstrong allegedly played a key role in organizing what she called the attack on City's Church. Bondi said, quote, "We do not tolerate attacks on places of worship," and said there will be more updates.
Wow.
Boy. Yeah, she got arrested. Look at that. Good. Wow. Absolute dunderhead. Look at this, guys. Now watch.
Because again, she knew that it was likely she was going to get arrested.
Speak with one of the organizers of the event. Take a listen.
Do you guys feel like perhaps maybe you went too far? I know that there was one guy
Absolutely
that was
not. Listen. I'm not going to go down this line of questioning with you. This is gaslighting. Who has gone too far is Donald Trump, Kristi Noem, JD Vance, and the people who run ICE.
She can get it, man. How you doing, Snow Bunny? How you doing, man?
She's like all these babes. You get their pilot lit, they can suck start a leaf blower.
She tells me that they're not worried about the Department of Justice investigating them because they investigate everyone. That's what she said. And she also says that they feel like the media focusing on this is gaslighting the American people
And
about
she's not even wearing like a crap ton of makeup either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, this is hot.
what's happening here. Now, we also do know DHS sources confirming that an ICE supervisor is one of the pastors at this church here, Natasha.
And I do want to correct something that was said in the beginning.
And she
We
kind of
did not
parties
rush
too,
into
you can
that
tell.
church. Then responding to me in
So,
or conservatives or Republicans or people
they arrested
who don't
her,
like, right?
And they're going after everyone who was there. And Dawn Lesbian went in there with them.
Because you're a black woman, we're just going to allow you to spew your
my God.
BS and nonsense all over our network. We're going to allow you to gaslight us because she's the one that's actually gaslighting. We have on video her literally saying, this is what they do, and they plan on disrupting the church service. I mean,
she said it
it's
directly.
on video. I don't know why CNN just let that slide.
Tell us why you're doing this.
This is Operation Pull Up, more of a clandestine operation. We show up somewhere. Is a key location. They don't expect us
Listen.
Yeah.
to come there, and then we disrupt business as usual. So that's what.
Oh my God. Dude, this is insanity. All of this.
Guys, come on, right? Guys, there is federal law put in place that you cannot do this. Guys, think about this, guys. I'm not religious at all, right? I'm not. But guys, if there's people worshiping in any way, leave them alone. Whether it's any religion, just leave them alone, guys. Why would I can't even think of anything more disrespectful short of someone like coming into your house while you're in the shower. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just leave them alone. Like, that's their privacy. That's their area where they're worshiping their religion. Like, what is going on with these people? You guys know how they ask, is nothing sacred? We really need to ask that now. Is nothing sacred anymore?
No, what we should Operation Pullout is what her father should have did. And here's the thing:
you can't. The only thing is, how can you pull out of a black gaping hole? A black hole. You can't pull out of a black hole. This is God's will, apparently. This is cooked.
And well, you know something. As in fact, yep. And keep in mind, wasn't Don Lemon not too long ago was arguing with a legal immigrant about entering the United States without authorization is not a crime.
guys, Dr. Umar says this chick is Mammy Two Shoes from Tom and Jerry. Yeah, you guys remember the black maid? Thomas, what you doing? What? You don't remember Tom and Jerry?
Oh my God, man. I do remember Tom and Jerry, but not that exact character. This whole story is already the most. This story, in some ways, is more important than anything that happened in 2025.
That's crazy. Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah. This individual does not seem to be very smart, right? Again, these people love to project, right? She accused is good because it's going to lead to more evidence that could possibly lead
now,
to
guys, they're getting her phones, her computers, and they're going to see all the communications. And Dawn Lesbian's name will pop up on that list. And he is cooked. Now, you know, Dawn Lesbian's going to be bringing extra bars of soap so he can drop him in his power.
He's no matter what happens, he's winning in this situation. Like, if he keeps his job, he's winning. If he loses his job, he's winning. If he's going to jail, he's winning. He's winning at either goddamn. This is an insane story, man.
Oh man! All right, here we go.
The arrest of Donna Lemonade. Take a look.
Remember that church incident on Sunday in Minneapolis? The AG Pam Bondi posted this, all right? I'm reading now. Minutes ago, at my direction, HSI and FBI agents executed an arrest in Minnesota. So far, we've arrested okay, we'll come back to that. So far, we have arrested Nikema Levy Armstrong, who allegedly played a key role in organizing the coordinated attack on City's Church in St. Paul, Minnesota. We will share more updates as they become available. Listen loud and clear. We do not tolerate attacks on places of worship, end quote. I want you to react to that, Paul. But on Monday, Trish McLaughlin was on with Dana and me. And part of her answer said, I think we will be seeing mugshots very soon. She was tipping her hand that arrests were on the way, rather, and this is the first one that's been made.
Yeah, and look, there's going to be very, very little that they can do in defense of this because it's on film, and for once they didn't cover their faces. Now, here is the thing that's going to come out of this. You have her under arrest. Now you're going to get the communications, and this is where it starts to spider web out. You start to see who's talking to who showed up in regard, including Don Lemon. How much did they all know going in? That imports things like conspiracy charges, which can be quite heavy. There's criminal civil rights charges that are implicated be popping up
all let me see. Evil Eddie, how you doing? Christopher, how you doing? Derek, how you doing? Tim Hicks, what's up, man? Omni's here. Captain Palsy's here. Memphis Tiger, King Raymond, what's up, guys? Vintage, how you doing? Uh-oh, my homeboy's here.
Well.
Hold on. Who else do we have here? Leonard, how you doing? Engineer, how you doing, man? And then I believe that Radix, hey, what's up, man?
She's living there.
Guys, make sure to hit the like button, guys. We have hold on, please. Guys, let's get the likes up, please, guys. Let's try and hit 100 likes. I think we hit 100 likes on like 43 minutes. Guys, let's try and break the record. So we're at 50 likes now, guys. Everyone stop, hit the like button. Who was saying something?
Now, if they would have been listening to AJ rants, we have said many times, this is not our fight.
Yeah,
we warned them, this is not our fight.
My nephew and I spoke earlier today, and he's super based for his age. I mean, he doesn't know much. What he does know that he's down in Texas now, and some of his coworkers were all mad because some of their family members got. We got a visit from ICE. And they're like, you should care. He's like, I don't care. I'm black. He's like, this ain't got. I'm a citizen. This ain't got nothing to do with me. And they're all mad at him. He's like, should I be, should I care? I'm like, no. This is a legal status thing. They get Chinese illegals, Russian illegals, Canadian illegals, Cubans, Guatemalans. They're getting them all out of here. So
church incident.
It's also because one of the things that we found out about that was that they were targeting them.
Yeah, so by the time you see this video, right,
Don Lesbian might be in jail.
I was watching Don Lemon's live stream, not because I watched Don Lemon at all, right? But when this news dropped, I was like, oh, Don Lemon is live streaming. I want to see if the FBI agents bust up in Donna's house and arrest him on live, right? I was hoping that's what would happen. But
that'd be cool.
Anyways, guys, so guys, that's what happened with that whole church thing. And guys, that if Don Lesbian gets arrested, you guys will see me live like almost instantly, and we will celebrate. We will celebrate because if there's one person that I would love to give an uppercut to straight to his face, no. I want to kick him right in the liver, because you ever get hit in the liver, that's the worst. Your whole body shuts down, but they're still conscious enough so you can look them in the eyes as their body crumbles to the ground.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? So I said I would kick Don Lesbian in the balls where he doesn't have any.
Yeah,
exactly. That's the one good thing. Well, the one good thing about him going to jail is he don't have to worry about his manhood getting taken.
Because he never had me in the first place.
like we may not have, quite Christ coming back, but it is through a church and a decent sign. We'll take if this is a win, we'll take it. If Don Lemon's in there, it'll be great.
Guys, here we go. So we'll do this first. So guys, once again, how many times? Well, for all you guys who don't know, I have a third channel, and that's my Decanter Predator channel. I don't really advertise it much because I don't post on it. I'm gonna start posting on it more, because I get a lot of strikes because I make fun of PDFs over here, and apparently that's bullying. So anyone who wants to go over to my third channel, guys, go over here and drop a sub and check out my content over here. But I cover this topic a lot over here. But how many times have we covered this topic over here? What, like 3 or 4 times, right? Probably, I think. At least twice a year I talk about this, right? Guys, this is happening everywhere. It's happening all the time. These female teachers banging students, and guys, and they never get, we've only seen 2 or 3 times where they've got like double-digit sentences, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. But they always either get probation, right? Or people say that the victims aren't actually victims. It's absolute clown show, man. Guys, what a joke. What a joke. And guys, if you don't believe that young boys are affected by this, you are an idiot, right? Children should not be engaging in this type of behavior.
Being exploited by.
It's bad for their development. It's bad for their brains. And I'll tell you this story that I've always told. I told a couple times. I knew this girl in college. She was like 22, 23. And she got pregnant by a 15-year-old. He lied about his age. I'm like, oh, and I was like, huh? And not only did she not get in trouble, she took him to child support court, and his dad had to pay her child support. So not only did she not go to jail for statutory, she was getting child support from his dad. Well, he needs to step up. Like, he's 15.
Now, if it had been the other way around.
Yeah, he'd be cooked. It just doesn't make any sense. That's how our society is. It's absolute. Yeah, vintage is the best. Young boys are very victims. Oh, there's super chat that I no. But yeah, guys, once again, put a 1 if you guys if you agree that to this point, you're sending your kids to public school might as well be child abuse. I'm serious. They're not learning anything, or they're getting jumped by friggin' some Tylenol brain special ed kids, or a nug. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or their teachers are trying to bang them. And guys, how many lesbian teachers have we seen banging little girls?
Yep.
The volleyball coach.
Yeah.
Everything.
The thing is, it's normalizing this type of behavior in schools because they're not punished. So this is running rampant, and they're not really getting that much punishment for it. The men might, but women and this is also supposed to be a professional workplace too. Can you do your job and not diddle a kid at the job, please? Can we ask that much from you? You know what I mean? These are not your, I don't know. It's crazy, but it's good that it's covered, but we shouldn't be because a common thing people say is geez, we're those teachers when our kids. That's not the right move to make here in this. You know what I mean? It's just not, it's not a great thing here.
Hold on. So as this is female educators who essay their students, a small percentage of educators use their position to essay their students. Well, it's assumed that men are often responsible. In recent years, a number of high-profile cases of females have been covered by by the media. This is 2010, so this is too old. But I guarantee. Oh, here we go. Is there a gender bias when sentencing female teachers? Is a female teacher more likely to escape harsher penalties for participating in essay with a male student? Yes.
Yeah.
Clear gender bias in the sentencing of teachers who've essayed their dick. I don't know a lawyer. A 63-year-old Granger High School teacher. Wait, hold on. 63-year-old slept with a 17-year-old. Ugh. Are female teachers less likely to essay their students? Statistically speaking, male teachers are more likely to get longer jail terms for essay.
From an over decade-old study, though.
Yes.
That's a big deal.
So you guys know that it's 10 times worse.
Yeah, because this always hasn't been a thing. Has there always existed in people's mind the fantasy of being with a teacher and whatnot? Maybe, yes. So it has been going on through all of time, but I'm just saying the amount that has picked up and recently been acceptable and stuff is insanity. It's like it's rampant.
Well,
and they're bold with it over media. But they are bold with it over social media, which shows that the overall level of degeneracy is going up because they're kind of cocky enough to not even just shut up.
I would also say that once again, guys, put a one if you agree. We live in the most youth obsessed culture there is right now. Mm-hmm. You see 45 and 50, especially women, 45 and 50-year-old women are on TikTok and listening to Taylor Swift and Drake and all this other stuff and dressing just like 15-year-olds are. Guys, older guys and younger guys don't really, I mean, we do the same things, but we're not the same. You know what I'm saying? But women, I mean, look at the TikToks that we watch, right? When we were in middle school and high school, our teachers who were 23, 24, they were like adulting. They were married. They had 3 kids. They didn't dress like us. They didn't talk like us. Like they were still, like they're
driving minivans and stuff.
In the 90s, we had teachers that had mullets still from the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Like we had teachers that were like not listening to the music they were listening to. So you have now you have these young girls, they'll graduate from college, they're 22, 23, and they still see themselves as not grown. How many times have you seen girls do something stupid, like get pregnant by a nug when they call Kevin Samuels, I was young? It's like, no, you were 23 years old. You were grown. So they get into these in these high schools, and they see, this, they want to, maybe they were an uggo or an average chick in high school, and now they've had a glow up, and they want to have that attention from that kid who has the status in high school. It's disgusting. It's absolutely insane.
Plus, keep in mind, we have literally we have pretty much two generations of women who have just been instilled that when you will always get bailed out by some simp or some government or some governmental agency for your poor choices and bad decisions. Yeah. You're not held accountable. You get lighter jail sentences. Up until recently, you didn't get arrested. The man did. And so when all of your worst behaviors and worst tendencies, there's no consequences. You can't. This is a byproduct of all of that. But, the guardrails are gone. The things that kept you in check.
I think that these people, guys, it's so crazy that this chick is going to go publicly go on television and talk about her affair. You see how they say had affair with instead of SA? Think about the language. If it's a guy with a young girl, it's SA, right? But if it's a woman with a young boy, it's had an affair, got in had an inappropriate relationship with. You know what I'm saying? The language itself But
the
this
glorification
right
too. They're like making her look wicked hot right now.
Yeah,
it's a problem.
yeah. Guys,
It shouldn't be like that.
This was
it's
on
creepy,
national
actually.
television.
Yeah,
and they're gonna show this. Watch.
Arrested for having sex with a student.
I never thought it would get this far, and I apologize so much.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Come on.
Mary Beth Haglin, a substitute English teacher, says she still finds it hard to believe she did what she did.
When he came into my classroom, he would...
How much you want to bet? She's already blaming him. Like it says, he led me on. I was a victim.
And
Come
talking
on,
all
guys.
sweet and innocent.
Yeah.
Grab a
But you
Post-it.
shouldn't allow her to be dressing this hot and seem this raunchy. Like this is, you know what I'm saying? That what I'm trying to say is this: the level of decorum around solving this and talking about this. It's trashy reality TV TMZ garbage.
But here's the thing, Snowboard. Can we just go back to the basic fact that this person obviously feels no shame, or else she wouldn't be talking about it on national television?
Yeah, I know.
Imagine if a guy had the gall to be like, yeah, you know, this 13-year-old girl came into my class and she was shaking her ass. There's nothing I can do about it. You'd be cooked.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Someone would track, like in the middle of the taping, someone would drive up and just do a drive and just take out the whole film. Ridiculous.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the glorification of this and not shaming it is like actually elevating it more. That's why there's more stories and they're more like raunchy.
Yeah.
Where before, which I'm saying before, people always have maybe kind of wanted to sleep with their teacher and whatnot, and that's happened all through time. But this is like this is OF of teachers.
But the thing is, Snowboard, they're oftentimes these chicks, they're initiating with the boys. Like these boys, a lot of them are just minding their own damn business. Yes, there are the boys that are hot for teacher, but like they're actually like going like selecting them out of the class or out of the crowd. So they're the ones that are completely initiating this entire thing. So
it is not. I do not believe it's these students, these boys that are initiating it. They are not initiating it. They are initiating. They're giving the choosing signals. They're flirting. They're the ones that are escalating it.
Yeah, that's a good
Montreal
point.
says where's Jerry Springer? We need him facts.
Yeah,
dude.
What Seagrip just said is the whole point of the entire thing. Basically, they're not initiating it.
Because you can pull this chat right now, and I'm telling you right now, the majority of this chat will tell you, the majority of men in this chat, I truly believe, would say they would never have the gall to start coming at a teacher.
Yeah. But even then,
you don't think about that.
Let's just say that you're a man,
exactly,
and you do something like this, because she's probably on the registry. Why would you go on national television and try and explain yourself?
No shame.
Yeah.
No shame. She still doesn't think she did anything wrong.
Little note and then stick it on my desk on his way out.
And she's like trolling us because now I want to like bang her.
Look at her body language. A victim. Oh my God, I'm so demure. I'm a victim. You are a predator. You're a sicko. You're disgusting.
I know.
I love you so much, my empress. He would always call me his empress.
The student, a 17-year-old senior at the Iowa high school where Miss Haglin taught, even compared their
Ohio, Iowa, Florida
relationship to the classic movie The Graduate.
Here's to you, Mrs. Robinson.
And here's to you, Mrs. Robinson.
You'll recall in the movie, Dustin Hoffman's an older woman. The student Casanova's romantic overtures worked.
This is grooming.
His teacher fell in love.
I was completely
Look at this. Look at her. Look at her.
Yeah.
Look at her body language. All this. I was completely. I was victimized by this minor. What am I supposed to do, guys? Never, ever, ever.
Yeah.
Do you see, guys? They're the heroes or the victims.
Yeah.
99% of the time, they're volunteers.
And you know what? when I'm saying decorum, she needs. I can see why they put a trash bag or burqas on women after. That's what she needs to have to be talking about this whole situation. Instead, they have her,
she doesn't need to be talking about this at all. That's just the thing.
Filming it. Yeah,
she should be keeping this to herself. You know, this is what do you guys remember what Andrew Wilson said to that one chick about Nala about if she truly was repentant, like if you're humble in Christ, you don't go around trumpeting that you're saved or whatever, because you're supposed to have some humility, right? Because you've repented. If this person truly was sorry, she would be just slide off in the background and just shut up. But she's not sorry. She wants to try and profit off of this and still make yourself look like the hero. Guys, hit the like button, please, guys. We're almost at 80 likes, guys. Let's try and hit 100 likes here in the next couple minutes.
Over heels.
She even sent him these sexy selfies. We had to ask, what was she thinking?
This is creepy.
I realize now how stupid I was and what a terrible mistake I made.
The relationship went on for 6 months.
This is where a lot of our illicit activities happened.
She said,
"You mean were you
in a public park?
Yeah, were you there? Come on, man. Do you see illicit activities? No. Were you essayed this kid? Come on, man.
They had sex almost every day.
This is
in her car.
Some type of psyop, man. Like, why are they showing you this? Like, it's crazy. This is just what you get from media
at this
here.
Public
I guess.
park. But it all came crashing down when they were spotted by another student. Hagelin was fired and charged with sexual exploitation by a school employee. Here she is turning herself in at a police station in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Now her teaching career is over, all because she fell for a teenager's love notes.
You see that? Oh no, it's because she's a sicko. She's a pervert. Do you see the language that's being used? And how if the genders were swapped, she was just it's so unfortunate that she just couldn't resist the love notes of a minor. Please,
I want to go back there and just smack myself. I want to say, what were you thinking, Mary Beth?
Well, hey, if it helps, we would have smacked you too.
I know, but dude, that's why they put that in there.
The only thing I'm finna increase is my motherfucking fist across your goddamn face. That's what the fuck. That's what's about to get increased.
Here we go, guys.
Two former
guys. I don't think we've covered this one because it was both of them at the same time. Guys, look at this.
Educators are now defendants after being accused of sexual contact with students.
2 of them.
I have teenage kids, and I thought to myself, you know, people are thinking it's a woman. So some people are thinking, well, it's different when a woman does it to a boy. No, it doesn't matter. This is still always wrong.
According to court documents obtained by Law and Crime, 23-year-old Rayleigh Greason and 24-year-old Brooklyn Schuler have both been indicted by a grand jury for allegedly having inappropriate relations with students.
It's really scary to think that you have employees.
Do you guys see what they just said? Inappropriate relationships, right? Do you see the language being used there?
Employees who are over the age of 18, because they can work at schools, you know, they could be working as a teacher's aide or whatever.
Well, AJ,
that's why we have these.
It's not only the language. You're 100% right. It is the language, but why would they use that language? Why to lie? It's a lie.
No, it's because they treat women with kids' gloves.
Yeah,
because
they embellish the truth.
Yes,
basically, so it's not equal.
They are trying to make it. They're trying to downplay women's bad behavior, just like they always do.
Yeah,
you know. So
on the books, you can't do it because you're working there. You can't be, you know, doing the things that these two.
And guys, how much you want to bet both these knuckleheads are married, have kids? Aren't they always?
Oh yeah.
They're usually relatively attractive, married with kids. And guys, some of these teachers were actually pretty hot. You know what I mean?
know.
And yes, it's stupid to assume like, hey, like only an uggo would But I guess we're looking at, hold on, guys, pump the brakes here. Let's think about this, right? Hold on. Let's, guys. I think the reason why we're shocked when an attractive chick does it is because usually only tarred-looking dudes victimize kids because they can't get chicks. You know, like they're perverts, but like obviously when you see a pedo that's a dude, for the most part, yes, they can look like anyone, but a lot of them look like a dude who shouldn't be around a playground. You know what I'm saying? So we unconsciously put that same standard on women. That's why it's so shocking to not just see a woman, but an attractive chick. There was this one B-dub, I think she was half black and half white. She was one of the hottest chicks I've ever seen on the channel, and she was banging like a 14-year-old. It's crazy. So I think that we just do that. We do that unconsciously, and we should stop doing that. We have to deprogram.
Well, and it's also showing that fundamentally they're not holding women with true equality. Because
if it was a man, they'll say that he's not a real man because he can't handle a woman his age.
Yeah, it's true.
The other thing too is that if when it's an attractive woman, I think everybody, or us men at least, I think we're all kind of shocked because we're thinking, wait a minute, she's a smoking hot babe. She can go get any dude she wants. What's she doing diddling kids? Like what?
Yeah, you're right. They should be on a yacht or doing something else. Like, what are you even doing? Teaching.
Yeah, Tom said it the best. Yeah, women are just freaks.
It may just simply be that, I guess.
Yep. Guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, guys. Thanks for all the super chats, man. I appreciate that, guys. Thanks for all the well wishes, those that hit me up in Discord and the comments on the posts and email. I even got emails from some of you guys. I don't know, it's just like a flu or something. So, but I think that
I thought the man got you.
No, not yet. I'm in the bunker. I'm underground in the bunker with a 12
He had a little bit too much of that Henny on MLK Day. He let it ride a little bit.
Reparations.
He had to warm it up.
Hold on, guys.
You can't rip Newports in this cold weather, AJ.
Whoever you. What is your name? Audrey G.E. Dude, I don't know what nonsense that you're typing in the chat. That doesn't make any sense. I don't know what it is, but just stop. I don't know what this means, and it's nothing on the topic. So the mods will give you a warning. And if you keep doing it, they're gonna time you out. Because you were here the last time putting this stuff. I don't know what I just don't know what any of this means, and you're typing it like it's just one stream of consciousness. So I don't know what this means. So
we're charged with, or you'll be charged with a felony, and it's very much right on point, and I'm glad to see it happen.
The pair were both indicted by a Gordon County, Georgia grand jury on June 27th. Greason was charged with 2 counts of sexual contact by employee or agent in the first degree.
It's not about agreeing or disagreeing. It's just typing gobbledygook. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Guys, I'm fine with people who make counterpoints or whatever, but if I just type, blah, 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 Biden, blah, 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 Stalin, I'm like, what? How does that make sense? It doesn't make any sense. So,
meanwhile, Schuler was charged with 1 count of the same charge.
Well, I'm guessing, and again, I'm only guessing from experience, that these victims are over 16 because the age of consent in Georgia is 16. So if you have sex with somebody and you're 42 and 16, it's not necessarily a cool deal. But when you get to being in a position of authority, or the law used to say a person in custody, the legal term, and this is years ago.
So once again, because the one that actually that one black chick that I was talking about, she had sex with an 18-year-old who was technically an adult, but she was his teacher. So they have laws put in place specifically to say any person that's in a position of authority, you get cooked if you sleep with.
Especially the fact that it's a teacher. If you didn't have your kid going to school with these degenerates, you wouldn't have to worry about it. If the woman was at home teaching and doing homeschooling for some of it, like
I just
your own
think
wife
that
and
that
stuff.
that there once again there used to be more male teachers and there used to be more men running the schools. Men were running the schools. There was always female teachers. There were school marms and nuns and all this other stuff, but the men were actually running the schools. And now you got the majority women teachers. You have all the admin and all the superintendents are all females. And we're just cooked.
Was that if you were a psychiatrist, as the statute reads, if you're a psychiatrist with the patient, if you're a nurse with the patient, if you're a police officer with somebody in your custody, or you're in a mental institution and you're a patient, I mean, there's a bazillion of them. And if you look at legislative history in Georgia, it does go down.
They look, it's a bridge
kind
too
of
far.
expanding this.
Oh,
so the way I read it is that these victims were over 16. And what made it a crime is that they were a coach, they were the aide, they were the substitute
They were the
teacher.
groomer.
It's not real clear
They
what their
groomed
roles
them.
were at the school. And I haven't been able to figure out how old these young ladies are, but I'm assuming early 20s.
Yeah,
I don't
early
know.
20s.
The charges were brought under a special presentment, which, according to criminal defense attorney Meg Strickler, means a grand jury is meeting outside of.
And guys, this is the time where they have this dunderhead who has the bull ring in her nose. So why? You're so stupid. What are you doing?
We're going to get to see if there's an indictment going to get brought down by this special group.
And the grand jury indictment revealed more details into what happened. According to court records, Greason allegedly had sex with 2 different male students between October of 2021 and January of 2022. She's accused of knowingly engaging in sexual intercourse and sexually explicit conduct with both boys while they were enrolled as students. As for Brooklyn Schuler, she allegedly engaged in sexual intercourse and sexually explicit conduct with 1 male student during that same time frame from October of 2021 to January of 2022.
Saying between that period of time, which you can have an indictment do it, say that, which means it happened during that 3-month period, but it's kind of leaving open for a juror to think it was happening the whole time. You see my point? And that's just a thing that gets some really bad things about how, I won't say it here, but they're pontificating some really awful things. And that's
no, this is her. This is like her and her husband. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
okay.
this is her,
I thought that was a student.
No, both of them are married.
Say it here, but they're pontificating some really awful things, and that's probably not true.
Despite the alleged sexual contact happening nearly 3 years ago, Strickler says it's possible there needed to be a lengthy investigation before bringing about the charges.
It's interesting. When I saw those dates, I thought the same thing we all thought. Why? I can tell you in general what could have happened, and then I'm going to tell you what I think did happen here. In general, criminal justice cases can take a year or 2 to investigate. Okay. Yeah. So if there's a lot of labor intensive investigations, there are reasons why it takes so long. So in this case, maybe there were some cell phone discussions and they had to wait for the GBI to do their review.
That makes sense. Okay, let's go here.
Get certain licensing, meaning a teacher's license. These people weren't teachers yet. It's going to be very difficult to secure that license because of what the crime was. So I don't think they'll ever teach in any state, much less Georgia, but they can still live their lives, just not in this, the educational world.
I want to thank Morgan & Morgan for sponsoring today's Law and Crime YouTube take www.foreverher for the P. Morgan and Rayleigh Greason. The duo are best friends. Schuler named Greason as her best friend and maid of honor in her wedding, according to Zola.com. In a description, it reads, "This girl right here will always be the bride's best friend and forever her sister. She is her ride or die. Life just would not be the same without her. The bride beyond excited for her to stand by her side on her big day."
That's the part.
Yeah,
that
but they were both on their backs with those students. Oh,
hose of a feather. Hose of a feather.
Yeah. No, you know what? Hose of the feather flock together, and they fly. To get their flying V flocked.
I kind of figured they were good friends because that's why they're co-defendants. These things were happening in some sort of, environment where multiple people were together. But when I read that they were each other's maid of honors,
Old Fox says they could give skin flute lessons.
So when I was in school, they didn't call it
That's
flute.
so funny.
It was a recorder.
Guys, that's
Well, they are educator.
Man.
They're trying
Yeah, I
to teach.
guess-
That's another thing. It's supposed to be teaching.
Oh man, look at that. Hey, thanks, Old Fox. I appreciate that.
and I think I read too that they actually did get married. So the cheating may have occurred, but then they still got married. And oh my, it was a lot. There's a lot here. I mean, I keep using that word salacious. It's salacious because you cheated on them. That's what's alleged. And then they still got married. And then they have the wedding registry and the pictures and all this other stuff. I was snooping too. And I thought, this is bad.
Yeah.
Because if you are with a significant other that you wish to marry, what are you doing? What are you doing?
According to the site, Schuler's wedding date is listed as November 12, 2022, a year after she allegedly began sleeping with a student. But it's unclear if the wedding even happened, as it appears the man she was set to marry has wiped all photos of Schuler on his social media page.
Damn.
But it also shows he now has a new wife and they have a child together.
Well, that's good for him. You know what I'm saying? Right on, man. Dodge that bullet. You know what I'm saying? Right on, man. Good for you. You know what I mean?
But that's not the same for Rayleigh Greason, whose husband has her plastered all over his social media page. According to her wedding site,
Let me guess. She's like, I'm standing by her, man. It's not true, man. I love her, man.
Here I come to save the day.
Not.com, she and her husband married in October of last year, nearly 2 years after she allegedly had sex with 2 students.
Damn.
While Greason was planned to be Schuler's maid of honor in her wedding, Schuler is listed as a bridesmaid for Greason's wedding. Greason's husband, whose name we are withholding, even shared this post to his social media page a day after his now wife was indicted for having sex with 2 students. The post reads, quote, "Let he who is without sin."
Oh, look at that, guys.
Sip of the year, Dominique.
Look
Beta.
Look at that.
Beta male.
Look at that, guys. Rate this guy
Beta
on the beta meter. Come on.
It's over 9,000. Sounds like a cuckold to me.
Guys, how are you gonna get cucked by a bunch of high school kids? That's crazy. And then let's stand by her, man.
Among you be the first to throw a stone. While the charges itself could reportedly carry a prison sentence of 1 to 25 years or a $100,000 fine, Strickler explains it's possible the duo might not even get jail time, but could still be put on a sex offender registry.
If this is just stuff happened, and I'm not trying to make it sound less.
Yes, you are.
But the more egregious of the storyline, the more punitive it will be. That's issue 1. Issue 2 is when they were addressed by the detectives back in 2021. Did they go get counseling? Did they go get some boundary learning counseling that this is wrong and you need to understand what our values are, et cetera, et cetera? If they did all of that and did mitigating things, then the government probably will offer a sentence that could be friendly. I say could because, again, when you get outside of Metro Atlanta, the jurisdictions are just more conservative and more punitive. Now, I want to say one more thing. Even if they get just probation, if you're convicted of this charge, they're going to be on the sex offender registry, which is like a scarlet letter for the period of time in which you're on it. So there's a lot of moving parts on this that
Not
can really
necessarily.
destroy their lives.
Say again?
Not necessarily. It's worse than being fully locked up and having no time. So you still can operate a little bit with that, doing other things and other jobs and industries. So
sure,
it's not
Because
good, it's not great, but it's
Yeah.
not how they described it and overplayed it like a death sentence.
Yeah, guys,
Or
guys,
it's
hold on,
not,
please,
actually.
guys, please, no swearing in the chat, guys. Right? Code your language, please. If you want to type anything crazy, guys, put a number and a vowel. You know what I'm saying, guys? We can't have crazy language, or they'll shut the stream down. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, once again, this guy's name is Don Nuts. No, but guys, once again, censorship is about censoring ideas.
It's funny because I know his brother D's nuts.
No, but guys, seriously though, censorship is about ideas and not vernacular or language. Guys, all of us are clever enough to say what we want to say on YouTube. All right, so guys, just please code your language. Okay.
On the registry these days here in this state, it's onerous at best. Okay, because you have to make sure you have permission.
Tom's Fish. No, they're not. He says YouTube is a bunch of constitutional, lawful civil rights violation. No, they're not. Because guys, YouTube is a private platform. Guys, I can't go into your restaurant, Tom. Let's just say you have a restaurant, right? I can't go into your restaurant and cuss and swear and do stuff. You're gonna make no. You can't say that in my restaurant or in my store, guys. This is a private platform. Now, if I made my own website, and then we can say whatever we wanted, but this is a private website, so it's not unconstitutional for them to tell you what you can and can't do on their media. That's just how it works. Guys, okay, let's just talk about this here. Guys, the internet itself is public. That's why if you want to say whatever you want, guys, make your own web page. Then you can say whatever you want. But YouTube is not just the internet. It's a private platform. It's privately owned by a corporation. Therefore, constitutional laws don't apply. It's not the same as going out. I can go out in the street and cuss and swear and say whatever, and they can't limit my right to free speech. On the internet, on the World Wide Web, right? You can say whatever you want. Because once again, you can make your own platform, www.talkish.com/ kiss my ass, and you can say whatever you want. But if you're gonna use YouTube, Twitter, whatever, they have their terms of service that you either have to use or you get out of there. Just like if you come into my house, it's my rules. If you come through my front door, it's my rules. If you don't like it, stay out in the street. But what I'm saying, guys, the reason why I'm talking about this, and Tom, I get your frustration, but understanding that should help you not be so frustrated with YouTube, so that you know what to expect. Expecting more is what should be is what's triggering your frustration. If you temper your expectations, then the frustration won't be there. YouTube censors. YouTube has their speech that they'll allow. Just like in my house, you take your shoes off. In another person's house, you might not have to. So when I'm on YouTube, when I have all you guys on here, I want to have this environment to where we can have this channel grow. We can talk as much crap as we want and not get dinged by YouTube. Guys, how much crazy stuff do we say on this channel, right? Snowboard, secret, call it, right? We say,
yeah.
We say some pretty crazy stuff on this channel.
Yeah, definitely.
I think, guys, that we finally dialed in our formula here to where we've talked about everything from World War II to teachers banging their students to single moms, and we don't get dinged, guys. I don't get any of my videos demonetized. I don't get any of my live streams taken down. So I think that we're right in this sweet spot. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
and as long as we
respecting the platform and treating with respect, it's a privilege to be able to like use all this and get new people and talk to people and stuff.
Yeah.
So like,
yeah.
you're just, you know, do your best at it is, you know, or just, this is what it is, I guess.
And I think it's funny too that once again, guys, put a 1 if you agree. Everyone that's in this chat, you know, Red Bull, Red Door, John, Milbart, all of us that are here, we all have this like snarky kind of dry sense of humor, which is why we're all here, you know? And that means that all of us are like, what's the word? What's the word? It's not about being clever. Like all of us have that kind of sense of humor where we can substitute language and have it be even funnier. You know what I'm saying? The fact that people like us, we have this rebellious streak where we're gonna want to do it anyways. Like if you tell us not to do something, we're gonna do it anyways. So we're gonna find a way around the rules. That's just how we are, right, guys? Like we're gonna say what we want to say, even if we have to keep evolving.
It's called having fun too.
Yeah. What we want to say, and YouTube or no one else is going to stop us. That's just how it works. So,
from the sheriff's office,
I'm glad that I have a bunch of people in this community who all have my same mindset. So,
office that, you know, where my house is approved, you know, and then you're on this magic list that you see at all times, and you're like, oof. You know, Brooklyn's a sex offender. It's going to follow her. So the lawyers have a lot of work to do. You know.
Okay, guys, here's another one. This one's newer. And then, guys, we'll go to this body cam footage of this chick who gets caught in school on Snapchat. So,
award-winning high school music teacher is
that's a ugly woman right there.
Now in hot water after police say she crossed every possible line with a former student. She's accused of grooming him for years, sending him graphic messages and photographs, and that the abuse began when he was just a young teenager. We're going inside the shocking arrest warrant where the teacher allegedly even admitted.
Hey, you know what's funny? How
photos.
A couple years ago, maybe like 10 years ago, the people were saying the word grooming a lot, always saying men were grooming women. Why is it not being mentioned once in any of this? And that's basically what they're allowing to happen.
This is the first time I've ever seen it being used. Look, they actually used the word grooming.
Because this is law and crime too.
Yeah.
It's not as mainstream.
Yeah.
And calls her own text messages to the victim, quote, stupid. We're on the case presented by Law and Crime. I'm Christopher Coverage. Start a claim. Music teacher, 39-year-old Ciara Picard, is accused of sexually assaulting a student starting when he was just 14 years old.
Damn.
Now, this wasn't just any teacher. She was an award-winning educator with a prestigious fellowship at the Lincoln Center.
It's all garbage. They're rewarding her.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy, guys? But then again, I mean, but this is the thing about like To Catch a Predator and stuff. The people they were so shocked that like guys of all colors, creeds, you know, military, non-military, or whatever, cops all came in there. These females, these are the same way. Award-winning teachers, all this other stuff, right? That's like that one chick in San Diego, the Asian woman. She was Teacher of the Year also, you know. And she was banging students, banging.
We've seen that a couple times, like 3 times, Teacher of the Year.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, got some awards.
Guys, we just hit 100 likes. Appreciate that. Thanks for that, guys.
Years of alleged grooming, secret trips, and explicit messages, all while she was his teacher. Now, you've seen the headlines, but we have the actual court filing and the arrest affidavit that lays out everything that police say they have on this teacher. And trust me, the details in here go way beyond what's being reported thus far. We're talking about what police say were secret trips to New York City, expensive gifts, and a grooming relationship that escalated into explicit text messages and sexual encounters, all while this teacher was in a position of power. But here's the part that is really going to grab your attention. The affidavit includes photographs that the teacher allegedly sent to the student, which police say she admitted were of herself. And the text messages, they're graphic. We have them quoted directly from the warrant. One line that she allegedly sent reads, quote, "I want you so bleeping bad." And that's just the tip of the iceberg in this story.
This is a modern
Now, that
story. If you're a
teacher is
simp
behind
out for
bars.
dinner and the girl across from you is basically going to be texting this to like a kid at this point. This is how
Yeah.
cooked the things are. Seriously.
Yep.
You
She's
paid for
facing
her
multiple
dinner.
felony charges. And even more disturbing, the arrest warrant reveals that she initially denied everything. But then, when she was pressed, she admitted to sending inappropriate photos and calling their relationship, quote, "not okay." So we have the documents, and we're diving into every page. Here's where this case begins and what this story is really about, based on the narrative that police at this point are putting out and the allegations that we're reading in these court records. Now, back on August 25th, a now 25-year-old man walked into the Meriden, Connecticut Police Department, and he told detectives that he was sexually assaulted by his former high school music teacher.
Yeah, and guys, what did the feminists want? That there is no statute of limitations for this, or that it's like 20 years, whatever. They're the ones who that had extended this.
Yeah.
So even though it happened like what 10 years ago or whatever, you know. Guess what, lady? You know.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
That didn't work out very, very well.
Congratulations, you played
Yeah.
yourself.
You played yourself like a diddle.
Yeah.
Years ago, it started when he was a freshman in high school. Now,
guys, why do we have this guy?
And I was going to say something serious, but he beat me to the. I was going to say something. I can't follow that. I can't go behind that.
They started interviewing him, and there was a timeline that emerged. And in that timeline, they say it's not just a single incident, but a 4-year relationship
4 years.
that he said began when he was 13 years old in the 8th grade. According to the police report, the teacher, Ciara Picard, was his orchestra instructor all through high school from 2014 to 2018. But officials immediately knew that this was more than just a rumor. Police say the victim still had evidence, old text messages and photos saved on a computer. He was able to provide detectives with her phone number and specific graphic details. An investigation was then launched. What detectives found in their follow-up, according to the affidavit, changed everything. The very next day, on August 26th, detectives went to the high school to speak with Picard, and according to the arrest warrant, her story began to unravel. Now, she first denied any inappropriate relationships with students during her 13-year career. But then detectives started to press her, and she acknowledged the specific relationship with her former student. The affidavit reveals a disturbing reviewed the text message after a personal tragedy, the death of his father. And that is when he told police the relationship began to, quote, evolve. The victim
So
then
she waited for him to be sad because his dad died, and then decided
vulnerable
to
and go get a bee jibber.
Disgusting.
described a specific pivotal incident to detectives, an incident that moved this from an inappropriate communication to an alleged physical abuse of authority. He recalled to police, quote, Ciara took victim 1 to New York City to watch a symphony. This trip was only victim 1 and Ciara.
Who let some teacher bring their kid to
Yeah.
New York City? What are you doing?
Long drive and everything. Yeah, it's creepy. Yeah,
Because
the
it was a
parents
female
need
teacher.
to step up too.
Yeah, yeah.
No, if it was a male teacher, it would never have happened. Because
Never.
it was a female teacher.
Did you did you guys see that? Hold on, let me see if I can find the news story. Hold on. Taken by.
I still can't believe that Don Lemon thing.
Guys, look at this.
Columbia Heights School District says 4 of their students have been detained by ICE agents over the past few weeks. That includes this 5-year-old boy.
Oh my God.
School officials say was taken into custody with his father on his way home from school yesterday. Gordon Severson joins us now with more details. Gordon?
Yeah, this all happened as
I don't even know what to say.
ICE is not playing games.
No.
They're getting everywhere.
Cold out right now.
Can you imagine this little 5-year-old?
Yep. AJ loves this.
Liam and his father were driving home from preschool.
Oh, because all this is trying to pull at our heartstrings, guys. And guys, you guys remember on the Grinch how his heart was all small?
Yeah.
That's me, guys. I
know, I can tell, yeah.
I don't give a damn. I hope there's a fight. Man, get them all out of here.
According
man.
to Columbia Heights superintendent, she says ICE agents detained Liam and his father, and the family's lawyer says they are likely being held at a detention facility in Texas. School leaders are now speaking out because they say Liam is the 4th student in the district with.
And it's good because he looks pretty cold, and now he's.
AJ just likes when there's ice out, he puts salt right on that wound.
Has been detained by ICE over the last 2 weeks. Inside Valley View Elementary in Columbia Heights, there's a preschool classroom filled with 4- and 5-year-olds who may soon wonder what happened to one of their classmates, Liam Ramos.
He's a bright young student, and he's so kind.
Ella Sullivan is Liam's preschool teacher. She says,
well, hopefully hopefully his Spanish is good.
It's not.
Oh, now you were wrong for that one. You were wrong for that one. Too far.
So students haven't asked about Liam yet, but they will. And she and other teachers wonder
AJ
how they can
is gonna
possibly.
listen, in 1 hour of just laughing at this.
Oh man, guys! Once again, guys, this whole story is just trying to manipulate us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
guys, he's illegal. His dad's illegal. His mom's illegal. Get him out of here. Get them out.
Answer their questions.
All I want is for him to be safe and back here.
The family's lawyer says Liam is.
Isn't it typical? Right? Liberal white women, right? Come on.
Back here.
The family's lawyer says Liam is likely being held with his
had
father.
a butterfly pin on, not a tattoo.
At a detention facility in Texas.
We have clients that once they're picked up, they're whisked away to the airport literally within hours.
School officials say Liam is one of 4 students who have been detained by ICE agents over the last 2 weeks, including another student who was also detained on Tuesday.
On the way to school, a 17-year-old high school student, a minor, was taken by armed, masked agents. Alone. No parents were present.
Superintendent Zena Stenvik says the other 2 students.
Well, guys, what did I say? Right? You put these women in charge
of the whole school system
of schools in
university.
In your coast. And guys, once again, no one can convince me to have any to care.
Kids.
I don't care, guys. Right? Yeah. Guys, there's homeless American children. There's children that are stuck in this crappy foster care system. You know what I'm saying? They're diddled by their foster parents. Those are the ones that I care about. You know.
And you know what job is not probably held by a woman out there? It will be like the janitor or something where you actually need to do like real work.
Yeah. Yep.
Include another 17-year-old and her mother, who were detained by ICE last week, and a 10-year-old girl who was also detained with her mother on their way to school 2 weeks ago.
And by the end of the school day, they were already in a detention center in Texas, and they are still there.
He's terrified.
Pastor Sergio Amezcua is also working with Liam's family. He says many in the Latino community are deeply concerned about children being taken by federal agents.
Let Child Protection Services take care of them while
the parents would battle the legal battle.
Amezcua says many in the community are now afraid to leave their homes. His church has now received food delivery requests from more than.
Anyways, yeah,
And
these liberals,
these idiot.
liberal
Yeah,
people-
this is a lot wrong with this picture right here.
Yeah.
They're doing that chain of stuff. That's for those idiot liberals to feel good about themselves for like 2 hours.
Yeah, yeah.
And do a tax write-off.
I tell you guys,
they could just carry the box inside without you know what I mean? Making a whole like chain. Hey, it's a chain of people helping. It's garbage.
Yeah.
Well, unlike Obama, at least they're keeping families together.
No. That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
No, I'm sorry. You're a bad influence on me, AJ.
Mr. Smith says, I only care about big booty Latinas.
Ciara said to victim one, quote, "I've always wanted to kiss you." The two then exchanged their first kiss. Victim one was 16 years old at the time. And it's just so twisted that allegedly this relationship took this turn, that this person who was a teacher, a superior, an educator, allegedly took advantage of the person's word.
Okay.
The victim provided police with tangible evidence that he saved for years. The affidavit includes screenshots of the alleged text messages, some with dates. For example, a message from July 24th, 2018, allegedly from Picard that reads, quote, "Going out with friends and put on the red dress I was wearing that night on the beach." And victim one, "I got so sad, so fast. I love you." Heart emoji. Another from March 9th, 2019 is far more graphic. We can't read you the whole thing, but it begins with, quote, "I want you so bleeping bad." With this evidence in hand, detectives went to speak with Ciara Picard at the high school the very next day. Now, her interview, documented over several pages, appears to be a mix of denial, admission, and memory lapses. The affidavit details the beginning
22.
of the interview on August 26th. The officer writes that when first asked about inappropriate relationships with students, Picard's initial response was a blanket denial. But when the detectives specified that they were there about her relationship with this particular student, her story began to shift. The officer writes, quote, "Then said that she was in shock and believes she knows what we were talking about, referring to the student-teacher relationship. She then allegedly made a series of admissions about their contact. She confirmed they communicated via text messages and even recalled giving him her number. The document records her statement. Quote, "Ciara recalled exchanging phone numbers with victim one in his freshman or sophomore year of high school. She told him that she loved him while in high school. She explained that looking back, she realizes that it was not professional for her to do that." The detectives then confronted her with the evidence. They showed her two revealing photographs that the victim said she sent him. Her response, as quoted in the warrant, is direct. When shown the first photo, the affidavit states, quote, "Ciara confirmed that was a photograph of herself and that she did indeed send that to victim one."
Damn.
Shown a second photo, police say her admission was even more direct. Ciara confirmed this to be her, and when I asked if she sent them to victim one, she replied, "Well, yeah." Then the detectives read her the explicit text messages recovered.
All right, guys, here.
So here's another thing too.
Check this out.
The detectives also asked, "Did you at all even remotely care about any child's education in the 4 years that you taught there?" She's like, "Absolutely not. I just was a diddler dunderhead." That's a public school teacher, and there's a ton of them. You think they cared about teaching at all? It's crazy.
Oh wait, here, look at this chick.
The allegations, meaning we don't know if the alleged victim is one of her students, how long the alleged assault happened. In cases we've seen far too often, a Christian Academy teacher is out of a job after being arrested for allegedly sexually assaulting a student. I'm Elizabeth Milner with Law and Crime. We're in Shreveport, Louisiana.
Well, she actually took the bull ring out.
Yeah.
She probably will. They're probably like, yeah, that's
They saw the feedback.
That's
yeah.
unprofessional.
Yeah.
For this
Because
case.
I wanted to love her before, but then it was there, and it's like, oh man.
Yeah, and she looks so much better without
Yeah,
it.
she does.
You know,
arts teacher was arrested just last week, and the school where she now previously
This chick
taught
knows
says
how to
they're
cook.
standing by the victims. Last Wednesday, police were dispatched to a home in Shreveport after they got a report of a sexual assault. Now, little details have been released so far. Police only saying the incident involved an alleged teacher-student interaction. Officials did their initial investigation, however, winded up returning to the home the next day. That's when 26-year-old Lillian McMillan reportedly was taken to the police station to interview with detectives. It's unclear the full extent of the interview, but whatever was said or not said was enough for police to arrest her. She was arrested and charged with one count of
see that wedding ring on her
prohibited
finger?
sexual conduct between an educator and a student. Like I said, it's unclear the full extent of the charge she faces, or even the allegations, meaning we don't know if the alleged victim is one of her students, how long the alleged assault happened, if it happened on school grounds, or even if there was more than one alleged student victim. We just don't know at this time. But police are keeping her in jail until they complete their investigation. Here's what we learned about Lillian. Well, she goes by Lily. According to social media, she was an English language arts teacher at Evangel Christian Academy. And she is also a lifestyle and wedding photographer. According to her website, she wrote in part, quote, "Since I started my photography business 6 years ago, I've had the pleasure of capturing love and tons of laughter. My mission is to photograph..."
Guys, a lot of these creatives are all whores. Anyways, guys, put a 1. Yes. Agree. All these photographers, painters, poets, singers, a horse. All of them horse. You know? Guys, what do you think? There we go.
Real moments you will cherish forever. I focus on capturing those moments you might forget or worry about, like a baby constantly crying during a session or your toddler just wanting to run around. Those are the moments I love seeing because occasions. The school's pastor even sending out an email to parents to let them know. In an email obtained by KSLA, Pastor Denny Duran wrote, quote, "It is with a heavy heart that we inform you of the following information that will be in the media soon. Our main objective as an institution is to love, protect, and educate children. As mandatory reporters, we immediately contact local authorities when we receive a report of inappropriate behavior and let them investigate. SPD has determined that inappropriate behavior occurred between a teacher and student. This high school teacher was hired last summer after a clear background check. We released this teacher immediately and will continue cooperating with authorities and stand by the victims." As for Lillian, right now, no plea has been entered yet, and she remains in jail. I'm joined by criminal defense attorney and former prosecutor Florina Altschiller. McLillan was charged with one count of prohibited sexual conduct between an educator and student. What's your reaction?
You know, this is yet another case where we see a teacher that's in a position of power being accused of taking advantage of that power, potentially grooming, isolating, and sexually abusing a child that is a student. And let's be perfectly clear, these are children that are being sexually abused. There's no such thing as consent when we're talking about children.
And what all goes into an investigation like this? Again, we don't know a lot right now, but from reports that we do have, police responded to her home after receiving a report of sexual assault. They initially interviewed her, then interviewed her the next day, and then arrested her. But again, my question to you is, what all goes into an investigation like this?
So they always interview, obviously, the
Guys,
child.
look at this on Reddit. Someone says, "Why do people act like the majority of predator teachers are female?" And this is from Reddit 2X chromosomes. So this is chicks and LDHD TVs. Well, they're doing that because the most sensationalized stories are women with young boys. And it's happening so often. You know what I mean? Because they're the one. This is women's fault. Women made media evolve into this shock jock, have the craziest stuff to get drama. And there isn't anything more crazy and drama filled than this. Look at that. Look at that. Someone says, you know, the ones that get publicized in a big way are usually women. Facts. That's true, but this is all their fault. You know? What a mess. Let's go here.
that's involved. They'll interview parents, they'll interview classmates, they'll interview other people at the
Well,
school.
like one maybe other thing is like
What is being told.
at least our like there are like these are a minority. Like there are some of these instances, but at least our education system's doing good.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like this is just a complete failure of things.
Yeah.
This is way too common, and we don't need the police to go basically bust somebody for being creepy with a student. Like that should happen internally within the school, being more run by men. Like these people know what's going on in the school. Like you go there every day. I don't know. I feel like they should have a little bit higher more awareness of this and nip it in the bud.
Yeah. Yeah. Guys, let's do.
They'll look at social media. Sometimes there's text messages. Sometimes there's messages through social media apps between the two of them. And they'll look for any sort of inappropriate conduct between teacher
Just have
and
the time of her
student, and
life.
contact outside of school between teacher and student, and conduct and contact in school where the two maybe were alone. They're going to look at all of that. They're going to look and see what this child is saying happened.
Disgusting. All right, guys, here we go. This is the body cam footage. Guys, there's this one, and then there's another one here, and then we'll set this down. So here you go, guys.
29th, 2025 in Washington, Illinois.
Ohio, Illinois, Florida.
Deputies responded to an elementary school after a student teacher made a concerning comment.
Guys, stop and hit the like button, please. Appreciate that. Guys, make sure to code your language. Guys, I'll do more controversial stuff like this if you guys show that you can code your language and not swear. This year I'm going to get into some pretty crazy topics, but we just got to make sure that we can follow YouTube's guidelines. And guys, you know me, I'm all about a open space discussing things. But as we have a pretty
Hey AJ, see how it says 304 main entrance?
Oh yeah, right there. I believe that's called foreshadowing, right? Right there. But guys, I don't mind doing more controversial topics. Once again, guys, if you're gonna be in the chat or join the panel, guys, you have to fit in kind of organically. And if not, once again, then we'll just have to weed out the people who can and who can't. So
On social media that was reported to authorities.
How are you?
Good.
Good.
That's recording, just so you know.
All right.
I got a detective coming in. That's who's sitting there.
You know what's funny? Have you ever you know how there's like the man's handshake, and there's like how you shake a woman's hand where you like grab their fingers,
Yeah.
Has anyone ever done
Always
the
like
woman's
covered in lotion too. And like slimy.
my point is, when you shake a woman's hand, have you the woman way? Have you ever had a woman go, "Why don't you shake my hand the regular way"? Has anyone ever had a woman say that to you?
No.
Kind of, yeah.
I have. Here's the thing. Women don't understand. Like, has anyone ever shaken an old man's hand and they always do that iron grip where men are supposed to have a strong handshake when they first meet?
Yeah.
Women do it like a wet noodle and want you to do it. It's weird.
No. I know women who wanted the man shake. They think it's disrespectful that you don't grab their arm, but they don't realize how hard we grip each other's hands when we do an actual man shake. So this one girl that I work with was like, why do you always shake my hand? Whatever, you should shake my hand like I'm a man. Now, first of all, I'm 6'3", 250.
Yeah.
50. She's 5'2", 120 pounds. So I see her again. She holds out her hand. And I grab her hand. She's like, "Ow!" I'm like, "That's how men shake hands." Well, you don't have to crush my hand. I'm like, that's how men shake hands. That's what a strong handshake is.
Always do it under rather than over because if it's like a customer or something, an old lady, or I don't know, buying something from Facebook Marketplace from some old lady, you don't just go up and manhandle her hand. You just
But
don't, you know what I mean?
My
Or
point
younger
is-
woman.
My point is that they're so stupid that they don't realize there's a reason why there's a woman's version of a handshake for a man. These feminists are the ones who say, I can open my own door, shake my hand like a man. And then they actually get their hand shaken like a dude, and all of a sudden they're complaining because their hand hurts.
And they still can't shake it. Oh.
Look, this is my thing. Do what Orange Man do. Grab him by the panani.
Hey, might as well get straight to it, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to put you guys in the
Here we go.
room right across from Josh's office.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to go get her. I'm going to get Kathy and her and tell them I need help carrying something.
Okay. If she has anything with her,
yes.
I gotta have that phone right away. Yeah, she got a purse or anything.
Yeah.
I'll take that also.
Okay.
So
she won't be any the wiser.
She looks very young in the picture.
She is very young. Yeah. Can't believe that.
But that's why I got up here as quick as I could. So.
Hey, Tom, Jack. Good to see you. Yeah. This way.
We're going to go into his office, him and the other superintendent. And I'm going to say, hey, can you help me carry things? Bring it right to us, and then we'll get with them.
So,
Yes, you did. And then it's coming up
In
again,
here?
starting pretty soon. Well, March, we have another one. So there'll be more around there.
Nope.
We will keep this down. Can I be in here, or would you rather I not be to begin? I just need to know what happens when it's done, because we're gonna have to deal with it.
Yeah. You want us to take it first, and then
Yeah, we can fill them in.
Yeah, we're going to tell you everything. So,
Very good. Okay. Thank you.
So did you see the post?
And that guy's probably
No,
the
I
10th
haven't seen the
school
post. I
principal
was,
at
I
that.
was looking up the actual ILCS.
Yeah, Ryan says that's what disorderly.
That's what I was seeing.
Okay.
So who's your complainant for this?
Well, so Snapchat is the one that actually reported this to the FBI.
Look at that. Look at that, guys.
So
Look at that. See that? Snapchat reported that to the FBI. Let's go, right? Yep.
You want equality? There you go.
Yeah. Yep.
When was the post made?
Like an hour ago.
An hour ago.
So see if
That was fast.
Yeah, that's a, I don't know if they sent it to me.
You see this
I got
cop
my body
showing up,
already,
you're
so
cooked. He was wearing that brimmed hat.
I don't have any of the information.
Guys, the hot one from Law and Crime has her own channel now. Look at that. How you doing?
Nice.
I think she's had a baby though. That's why
Yeah, that's why she looks kind of like
nice.
rounder.
Yeah. But I still smash.
But
though.
she's
How you
hotter
doing?
now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that shit.
Stuff.
That's one thing that I've never liked is super skinny chicks. You know, like the
Yeah,
the chick's like
skeletal.
105 pounds, 110 pounds. Nah, man, no.
Look, stop flocker shaming me.
My laptop really has got everything on it. So if you don't mind that, let's see if they sent it to my work. Here we go. Oh, here she is. Hello. Hi, I'm Deputy Sean with the Sheriff's Office. Do you happen to have your phone on you?
I do, yeah.
Okay, if you want to hand that to me, please?
Yes.
Okay. The reason we're in contact, got anything else on you? If you wouldn't mind, just lift up you got any weapons on you?
No.
Okay. All right.
Matt, she's
The reason
just
we're here
right there.
is, have you been on Snapchat earlier today?
Yes, I was, yeah.
Okay. And they said, well, I'll go get some stuff first while we, hold off for a second.
Okay, sure.
If you want to hold that, I'll go grab it. Because I don't got the warning or anything.
Okay. You can have it.
All right. All right, you get up here. So, like I said, I don't know if you introduce you. That's Detective Robinson. Like I said, I'm Deputy Schellenberger. I do want to go ahead and just read your rights to you real quick, okay?
Okay.
You don't need to read it?
No.
Okay. You have the right to remain silent. You give up the right to remain silent.
Miranda.
Are you sending them on your wall or whatever it's called, or you send it to someone specifically?
I didn't post anything today, if that's what you're, but
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Okay. Did you send the things to people today?
send like snaps to like my roommate and my boyfriend. That's it.
Okay. So your roommate or boyfriend?
Of course she has a boyfriend, right? Look at that.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
My boyfriend, it was about like plans later today.
Okay.
And then my roommate was having an anxiety attack today, so I was talking to her.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. I mean,
they're not even good liars, guys.
The last thing I was texting was my roommate during our lunch break because she wasn't doing well. And then my boyfriend, like what the plans were. I'm allowed to take pictures of the kids.
Yeah.
Why?
My supervisor from ISU said take as many pictures as you can. So I take pictures of the kids. I took a picture of one kid because I always tell stories about it.
Yeah.
So I have that saved. I can delete it if you want, but I do have a picture of one of the students, but I keep it for like my safe keepings of the kids.
How about did any of the kids make you mad today?
No.
Nothing about your computer or anything like that?
I had a lesson plan and one of the kids turned off my computer on my lesson plan. And I was like, oh, dang. But I never get mad with the kids ever.
What did you snap after that? Did you send out?
No.
Nothing at all?
No.
Yeah, I mean.
What? I'm so confused.
Okay. So what I want to show you is the snap we received.
You know what happened to her? She didn't get busted by Big Brother. It was little sister this time.
Oh. Milbard says my high school's male head football coach got caught with an 18-year-old cheerleader after he graduated in the 80s. He lost the coach job but kept his teacher's license. Yeah, that happens a lot. There's people who I know whose teachers married students after they graduated, and people knew that this teacher was banging the student, and then right after the student turned 18, they ended up getting married. It's strange. So
that is you, correct?
Oh, yes. But
okay,
yeah.
You're touched.
This is a joke, though. But yes.
It's a joke.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
Cooked.
Who did you send that to?
That was just just to 3 people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who would be the 3 people?
It was like not a private story, but like a private. Like there's only 3 people on there.
Cooked.
Okay, yeah, I'm realizing that was a bad joke. That was a bad joke.
So
Who were the 3 people?
My boyfriend, my roommate.
2 roommates?
Yeah, I have 2 roommates.
What are their names?
So you're saying you did do this, but you did it as a joke?
It was as a joke, and it was only to 3 people. I'm realizing now that it was stupid. And I did not mean it at serious at all. I'm not a violent person. You can ask any of the teachers. I'm very calm. But I was working on a lesson plan and she turned it off and I was like, bro, come on. But it wasn't meant to be violence in any way.
Do you have any weapons in any of the
No,
bags?
you guys can check
I'll search
anything.
them.
I have a backpack too.
It's up to you. I'll step out and call him if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Go ahead, guys.
See if we can do a consent to search form for a phone.
Okay.
So we don't have to go.
Okay.
Ask Harvey about that.
Okay.
We can
All right.
talk to him.
You can hold that then?
Yep.
So I think I actually have that phone sitting on the desk there.
What a mess.
Okay. So I'm going to be honest with you. This is a serious offense, okay?
I know.
How we got it was the FBI, okay?
Oh, okay.
So, I mean,
okay.
you did say shoot
Yeah.
student. And so you are going to go with us, okay? I do got to process you. You're going to have to stay the night in jail.
Sucks for you.
Yeah. And you know who, because he's an expert in these type of crimes, who personally came in to investigate it? Gash Patel. Gash Patel.
This is crazy.
I know.
I did not mean it to get to this far. Like, this is insane.
But how today is, I mean, if we said it, I believe you. And
I know.
It's tough. I'm gonna be honest. Like I said, we were going with what we saw, and so we have to respond that way. And okay, so if you would like, they could take your car.
Mm-hmm.
You want them to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't have a
They
problem.
can take my car. I don't care.
Okay.
My keys are in my jacket.
Which pocket? The right pocket?
Either one. It's in there.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like I said, and state's trying to review our case.
When I'm
I mean, you can call mom before we leave because you're gonna be in like a holding area, so I can at least if you like make phone call here, if you like to do that.
Yeah. She'll probably like meet me there.
Okay.
Long distance 9-1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Long distance one, then 302 probably.
Just dial 9-1 and the number. Just so you can go ahead. Yeah.
Do you guys think that they would be this nice to a guy?
No.
Who did this?
And clearly they're not holding the same standard to sexual encounter stuff.
Nope, not at all.
Hey, it's me. I'm at the school right now, and I made a stupid post on Snapchat, and it was a joke. It was fully a joke. It was.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
And now somehow the cops came and they found me.
Guys, that's her version of the story. You know, that's her version. Everything happens to me. I'm the victim. That's why you can never ever believe these dunderheads.
They're taking me to jail. They're taking me to Pekin. I wish this was a joke. I really do. I'm so scared.
You stupid woman!
They're taking me to Pekin. So I need you to meet me out in Pekin. What's it? Pekin jail. Pekin County Jail. I need you to meet me there. I don't know what. It was just a joke. It was a stupid Snapchat. And now it's got it. I am so sorry. I don't know what to do. It's Pekin County Jail.
Tazewell County.
Tazewell, Pekin County Jail. They're making me spend the night. I'm so sorry. I'm such an idiot.
They're not able to do it. They aren't. One can't drive because she's got seizures, and the other one said they line up a ride, so they have to sit here overnight. It's fine.
Okay. All right. They aren't going to take your car, so.
Good. Yeah. Get a hold of mom? Okay.
She's meeting me there.
All right, let's get mad, guys.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna walk you out, okay? When we get out to my car, I'm gonna put a belt on you and you gotta be handcuffed. So I'm just gonna handcuff you in the front.
Okay. Yeah.
You're being cooperative.
Yeah.
She did not choose violence.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, you go.
Booked on an allegation of disorderly conduct. Deputies later stated the comment was made out of exasperation.
Yeah, you go. You just want,
Hold on 1 second.
yeah, you go. You just want to set your stuff down real quick.
Okay.
Anything, just gonna lift up your belt.
The student teacher was taken into custody and booked on an allegation of disorderly conduct. Deputies later stated the comment was made out of exasperation, that there was no intent to harm anyone, and that she was not considered a threat to the school.
Look at that.
As of now, no court records indicating formal charges have been filed.
Look at that, guys. Here we go. Look at this. Okay, now, guys, this one's really, really, really good. Shout out to EW Body Cam, one of the best channels there is, because they tell the whole story, right? And guys, let's check the likes. Let's try and hit 150 likes, guys. That would be nice. So we are at 125. Let's go.
He's just a hair young. And, well, you're being
Now, guys, listen to how good this interrogator is, because he keeps this idiot talking and telling on herself. And guys, if you watch To Catch a Predator, right, and you see the Predator interrogations, this guy uses the exact same techniques, you know? So.
Predator's not supposed to do that, but it's really the age.
Isn't he 15? I mean, that's a middle school. What kind of sicko?
When disturbing messages between a Texas teacher and a middle school student surface online, detectives step in to investigate. But her sickening admissions are far worse than they could have ever imagined.
I just saw your hair in the cookie jar.
The following is based on official police records, and the footage has never been seen before until now. On July 19, 2023, the Nacogdoches Police Department receives a call from district officers at McMichael Middle School.
Hey, we've got a situation where a teacher has been, I guess, having an inappropriate relationship with a student outside of school, and it just came to our attention. Another kid here at the school showed the principal over here some Snapchats that were corresponding between the child and the teacher, but we believe everything's been happening during this summer break out in town.
The messages, anonymously posted to Facebook 4 days earlier on July 15th, show conversations between a student and 24-year-old teacher Annalie Andrews, a reading interventionist who was just hired by the district for the recent school year. Investigators contact the student's mother, and she arrives at the police station unaware of the shocking discovery.
We've looked at these messages, and they are obviously a little concerning. Maybe even.
Yeah, David's correct. Guys, put a 1 if you agree with David here. He's just BS. The 1,000 man, he'd be gone. These women get away with way too much. Fact. Guys, please no swearing in the chat, please. I'd appreciate that. Thank you.
A little inappropriate. So I want you to look at these. They're messages from Snapchat. Are you familiar with Snapchat?
I don't have it.
Well, these messages are from Snapchat, basically, which is an application that you can send messages and pictures and videos back and forth to someone, and these messages and videos, after a certain period of time, they disappear.
However, it appears that someone was able to gain.
You guys see this look on there? This look. So she's automatically assuming that her son did something wrong. You know?
Access to the child's Snapchat account, as at least 12 screenshots were captured and 2 chats were deleted.
What grade is your son in? I'm sorry, I'm not familiar.
He's going into 9th grade this year.
Okay,
Damn.
so he's going into the 9th grade. And how old is he?
15.
15. Did he just turn 15?
Mm-hmm.
He just turned 15. Absolute clown world. Look at that, guys. What a joke.
Within 21st. This is a grown woman.
I would think he would have a sense of right from wrong.
We really want to stop this from happening further. Like, yeah, we're taking the initiative to do this. We don't want, if something is happening, we want to stop it now. We don't want it to progress.
I mean, that's a middle school. What kind of sicko?
Yeah. We agree.
Yeah.
We definitely agree.
Though school is out for the summer, investigators are able to intercept the teacher, Ms. Andrews, as she arrives on campus to turn in computer equipment. The evidence made public is already damning, but her own admissions will soon expose the full, horrifying truth.
Hey, hi, Abby. I'm with the police department. My name's Detective Ball. I'd like to visit with you for a minute.
Annalie Andrews.
Have you got a few minutes for us?
I think so.
Do you want to talk here?
I'm a little busy, but
Okay, sure. Let's go in here. Long story short, I know you're in a hurry, and we don't want to hold you up.
Yeah, see, these 22, 23, 24-year-olds, you know, this chick probably thinks she's back in high school again or back in middle school again. Because what does Colin say? They don't grow up, they just grow old, right? Right, guys?
One, you don't have to talk to us.
Okay.
You know you're not under arrest or anything like that.
Okay.
But do you know what we're here about? Something's come up.
I mean, I'm not really sure.
Tell us about it.
The mistake I made was letting him contact me.
Yeah.
And you know,
And you're a disgusting pervert. How about that?
Just talked, and I didn't, you know, think anything of it really. He sort of started to make me feel uncomfortable, and
oh please,
after, you know, after I could tell that was how he was thinking, you know, and also just getting some space away from the situation.
Right.
You know, I went on vacation. I applied to a totally different job. Actually, I'm like going overseas now to like go volunteer on mercy ships.
Notably, Ms. Andrews' resignation letter was submitted on the same day the screenshots were shared to Facebook. In the email sent to administrators, she describes traveling overseas to teach at a small academy for children and considers returning to McMichael Middle School in the future.
Was he a direct student of yours, or was he just in the school and he was just that guy?
He was in the school.
Okay.
He wasn't one of my students.
Okay.
During his forensic interview, the student explained he first met Ms. Andrews when his friends told him to go to her classroom, when he should have been in jazz class. It was there they exchanged Snapchat information.
I probably said some things that I shouldn't have said to him, but nothing criminal ever happened between us. And I don't know what he said. And you know, it's just really frustrating. You know, I don't know what I was accused of exactly.
Following the Facebook post, Ms. Andrews messaged the anonymous poster on Instagram. In her message, she wrote, "Who are you? What do you want?" The anonymous person replied,
You see how they have everything, guys. They have the text messages, they have the body cam, they have the interview. Yeah, one of my favorite channels, man.
"Know what you did." While Ms. Andrews denies anything criminal took place, the detective hints that he knows more about the situation than she realizes.
I mean, you know how you were a teacher when the kids, you catch one, just for example, hand in the cookie jar. I just saw your hand in the cookie jar.
The messages suggest
I just caught you with your hand in the cookie jar, man. Sorry, guys. Oh, no.
They met outside of school on multiple occasions. In one exchange, Ms. Andrews arranges to pick up the student at his home. And
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. All parked in front of your house like last time. What?
he writes, "Park in front of the house like last time."
We only were at his house. I mean, I just picked him up from his house, so we never.
Look at that, guys. Look at that.
Really.
Oh. Did you go inside?
I did go inside.
Oh! How much you want to? So I put in the comments, who wants to bet she talks herself into handcuffs?
Yeah. Mr. Smith said it the best. Just tell them that you know more than they think you know, and they'll just tell on themselves. You know? So.
Man, hey, do you see us going, oh my God, we're just talking. Well, hey, this is not the end of the world.
Yes, it is. You're cooked. You're cooked. And guys, once again, I'll tell you this. Guys, here we are not anti-cop. We're pro-good cop and anti-bad cop, right? But guys, the police are necessary, but they are not your friends. If the cops come banging at your door at 3 o'clock in the morning, they're not there to have beers, man. And guys, if you find yourself in a police station and you don't know why and you're being questioned, guys, keep your mouth shut and get a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
Keep your mouth shut and get a lawyer. Seriously, guys.
Just say avocado.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I just have a lot going on right now. You know, about to
Right.
get on a plane.
Again, remember what I said. This whole thing, we're going to get through this.
In other messages, they agree to meet in parking lots and even at a local Domino's.
Domino's? It's across the street from my house. Okay. What are you thinking right now? What does it sound like to you? Could be screwing somebody that's old enough to drive.
Ms. Andrews also writes, just say you're going to hang out with a friend.
For a good, I say a good 2 weeks, he was spending a lot of time out of the house, which is weird for him because he's normally just in the house and on the game. But it was right around the time school let out, so I thought he was just hanging with his friends. Wow.
Y'all first see each other for the first time. Does he like show interest in you? Do you show interest in him? How did this kind of get spun up so quick? Or has this been going on for the whole last school year?
No.
Guys, this kid's in 8th grade at the time. Need I repeat? 8th grade. 14 years old.
Well, yeah, well, you know, she was the reason why is because she was trying to get Nug before he gets sent off to prison or jail.
And here's the funny part. The mom was like, you know, he's only playing video games. So, in other words, her hand got caught in the cookie jar while he had his fingers in the honey pot.
Look at this guy over here. Look at
I used to call that, was it scratch, scratch, sniff.
No, so I'm obviously I'm not an idiot. I'm sure. You know,
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
part of me in the back of my mind, like, probably knew that he might, you know, flirt me or even try to do something. But I just thought that I just assumed, like, oh, of course I wouldn't do that. Of course that wouldn't happen. I just was uncomfortable. And I only knew him and not the other kids.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure I was partially uncomfortable because I shouldn't have been there. But I was just lonely and wanted someone to hang out with.
At the house party doing friggin' keg stands.
Let me ask you this. How many times did y'all meet?
I think, I'm just trying to, like, I didn't count, probably like 3 times.
3, sure it wasn't a little more than that?
I don't know. I'm not trying to think of a number. I just don't really remember.
Less than 10?
Oh, much less than 10.
5-ish?
I think it was less than 5.
Less than 5?
But according to the student, the two met outside of school approximately 6 or 7 times.
Oh, look at
Lady's house. Where else did y'all meet?
Well, they always say whatever number a chick gives you, double it and add 1.
Guys, how many times have we seen these chicks? You know, they send pictures to these students, and it's like, bro, you don't think that this dude's gonna show his friends? Like, are you high? Like, what do you think he's gonna do?
We went to the park, whatever park is like sort of in that area, and you know, there were some other kids there, and just, like, it was just, it was just so stupid, and I felt uncomfortable the whole time.
Yeah,
and
right.
I didn't even know why I was there.
Because he's a smooth talker. He is. He knows how to speak to attractive young lady. Hey, listen.
There's the thing, guys. Hold on. This cop saying that to keep her talking. The cop doesn't believe this, guys, because I see people in the chat. Oh, he's trying to blame a little boy. No, he's just saying that to keep her talking, right? Oh, yeah, he smooth talked you. So then she feels comfortable. Like, oh, see, he understands. He understands that I'm a victim. So now she's gonna talk herself into handcuffs here. All right. So guys, that's the reason why he said it. There's people that are in the thing saying, So someone says that good cop act, the hey, it's no big deal attitude had her spilling the beans the whole time. Someone says she blames the kid the entire time. Yeah, look at that, guys.
It sounds really stupid, but like, you know, and it also like, you know, like I had gotten to know him as a friend.
He's
you know,
a
and
good kid.
He's a good kid, and I am just too open, and I'm too like I'm too trusting and too nice. And that I hate to have learned that lesson.
Those are not bad traits to have in this 2023.
By the student's recollection, the first time he, quote, hung out with Ms. Andrews was at a place she took him to, which he calls the mansion.
So at his house, at a park, where else did y'all meet?
The only other place was we went to a property I have. It has, you know, it just has, I mean, it's just a nice place to hang out, I guess.
Ms. Andrews explains the vacant property belongs to her mother and is occasionally rented out to guests. She'll later take the investigators to the mansion so they can see it for themselves. But as the messages reveal, hanging out was far from the only thing they were doing there.
There's mention of drugs. I'm gonna say blame of what?
Now, we did learn a little bit about some, and it's not legal in Texas yet.
Uh-oh.
Every other state just about it's legal, but we saw a little about some smoking. What's going on with that?
Uh-oh.
I mean, he brought it and he offered me some. I said yes.
They'll just smoke together like people smoke. that was.
Look, this is some diet. Look, first of all, now it's the mansion. Now she got favors there. I'm thinking about 50 cents. I'll take you to the candy shop.
Yeah, man. Now they're freaking smoking.
Oh my God, this is insane.
I'm talking about marijuana. Are we talking about the same thing?
Yes.
No cocaine or meth, none of that nonsense. Okay, all right, good.
But based on the child's forensic interview and the more cryptic messages, investigators are certain something far worse occurred between them.
How many times did some sort of inappropriate sexual event happen? How many times are we talking?
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
There are the tears, guys. Let's look at that again, right?
Investigators are certain something far worse occurred between them.
How many times did some sort of inappropriate sexual event happen? How many times are we talking?
Look at that.
I'm sorry.
Cook.
Okay.
Cook. Cook.
Like 3 times.
Oh. Look at that, guys.
3 times. Okay.
Pervert.
Fair enough. If you're 3 times, you're pretty sure on that?
So
3 times. Okay.
I'm not quite sure.
But here's the important part to this. Out of those 3 times, did you ever force him?
No, I said no. I said no.
Okay. Did you ever trick him into doing it?
No.
Did you
guys see like all this is academic. He doesn't even need to say this. A minor cannot consent. You know what I'm saying? So she's just cooked either way. But the genius of this guy is to make her just like this here. This is open and shut. She's cooked. She's admitted to all of this. She's cooked. Who was saying something?
Look, she got the shovel. She's digging. Let her keep digging.
I know. Just get me some chow mein when you get to China. You
ever say, I'll buy you Domino's pizza
I said no the first time, like a bunch of times.
Okay. Well, no, keep in mind, we have to ask these questions because we have got to weigh, are you this horrible monster or are you somebody that made a silly mistake?
While she's adamant she said no multiple times, according to the child's forensic interview, Ms. Andrews was the one who first initiated the inappropriate physical contact. Still, she tries to explain to the investigator that it was the student who made advances.
Of course. You guys see how women do that, right? Look at that. Here's the thing. Why would this young boy who, I mean, obviously, he's not in trouble, right? So what does he have to lie for? You know what I'm saying? But she's trying to say he did it. This is why you can't trust these 304s as far as you can throw them.
Unwanted.
So y'all are there. He gets personal.
Mm-hmm.
Do you open up to him?
A little
A
bit.
little bit? Okay.
Yeah.
Or does it progress from there?
I mean, he tried to kiss
The
me
kid was in 8th grade at the time.
and I backed away.
Okay.
And he, you know, I mean, obviously I didn't get up and walk away, which is what I should have done, but I was still just uncomfortable and kind of pushing him off and saying like that I didn't want to do it. And, you know, he was just really hot and heavy, honestly, and he was just saying that like he was almost done and he just wanted to do it. And like, and I guess yeah, I mean, it was kind of in that moment that things happened.
Was that the
It was just really
first
quick.
sexual encounter? Okay. Believe it or not, these type of situations happen frequently. Here's the whole thing. He's just a hair young. That's the only thing that makes this why we're here. You understand that, right? And well, you're being an educator, not supposed to do that, but it's really the age.
Mhm.
I mean, do you know how old he is?
I understand.
Do you know how old he is?
Yes.
How old is he?
Isn't he 15?
Although Ms. Andrews is correct that the child is now 15, by her own admissions, their meetings took place during the first 2 weeks of summer break, when he was still only 14 years old.
Hey, it's okay. Look at me. Breathe. It's okay. Have we freaked out? No, we got a job to do. Now, if he was like 13, that's really bad. This is not, it's illegal. I'm going to say, but it's not way crazy. It is illegal. It is. But I've already told you, when we get through talking, you're going to go about your way.
Now seemingly more at ease, Ms. Andrews begins sharing additional details about other encounters.
By that time, like I was just in the wrong mindset, and so it did happen another time.
And that was, when I say 50-50, both parties agreed to this?
Yeah, if
Okay.
that.
If that, you were apprehensive, but went against your better judgment and
Exactly.
Okay.
By this time, like I didn't say no as much.
You didn't say no at all?
I mean, I did tell him that like we shouldn't do it, and you know, but I did say like I was always like. And
just hear this.
It sounded like more than 3 times now.
The most woman thing. Like, look at all these words, and she's not saying anything, and she's still like, it happened, but I still didn't want it to happen, even though it did. This is that whole I want to revoke consent after the fact BS.
Antagonistic about the situation, and you know, saying that we shouldn't do it, but in my mind, I wasn't aggressive enough.
Or is he using protection?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Lord knows where he got it.
According to the student's forensic interview, before bringing the child to the mansion, Ms. Andrews stopped at a CVS and purchased the condoms
Look
herself.
at that!
After several encounters on the trail outside the mansion property, the used condoms would be discarded in a nearby creek. Additional acts took place inside the house itself.
We were in a room with a carpet on it.
Okay.
And then at some point, he moved me to the bed that was inside.
He moved me, huh?
The room with the carpet is outside?
It's in the air conditioned garage.
Oh, okay. So, did you say he took you into a room with a bed?
Yes.
Okay. Be correct about this because it matters.
Okay.
From the transition from the original, the touching, to it's obvious he wants to have sex until the act. Is he forcing you?
He just didn't really give me much of a chance to say no. I mean, he was just really forward and like hands-on, you know what I mean? I mean, he would forcibly do things, but just not in a violent way.
The investigator then asks what they would do after each encounter.
I mean, we would just spend time together just talking. And
As couples do? A couple
for lack of a better phrase.
For lack of a
This cop is good, isn't he? This
Yeah,
entire
he
year? Yeah, he's grade A, dude. He's completely cooked.
A lot better for it, but yes, as people that have somewhat of an interest in each other too, that are in a
I suppose
relationship.
so.
But I don't agree to it because it sounds, that's again, lack for better words.
After asking her permission, Ms. Andrews agrees to take the detective to the mansion where the incidents took place. While waiting on a camera to photograph the location, he asks Annalee to share more details about the volunteer group, Mercy Ships.
It's Christian and it's like a supportive environment. And so, you know, I wanted to be somewhere where I could, you know, mature and have, you know, spiritual support and, you know, people around me that I trusted and, you know, just to grow as a person and as a teacher.
Right.
And so I would be staying there for 2 years.
2 years.
Mm-hmm.
With the detective's encouragement, Ms. Andrews seems to believe a 2-year trip abroad is still on the table. She'll later learn that her next destination won't be overseas. Once a camera arrives, an officer begins to take photographs of the property.
Now, is this the bedroom we were talking about earlier?
Yes, sir.
Did y'all ever spend any full nights out here or just?
I mean, we were out pretty late, but never.
What is this place? Like,
in the main?
Is this someone's house?
Yeah, I think mine was like an Airbnb or something.
Huh.
Thing what we have to look at. We're obviously this place is not like what we're normally used to going into. If we walked in here and there's a broken lamp and glass and marks on it, and we're like, okay, was there a struggle? Was it him? Was it you? That's why we've got to. So
Okay.
don't read any more into it than what. That's the deal. This is more about just to say we're doing our job.
I understand.
Sure.
The air-conditioned garage she earlier mentioned is also photographed. The room contains twin bunk beds, stuffed animals, and a ping-pong table, seemingly designed to appeal to children. Once they're finished, investigators ask Ms. Andrews to voluntarily hand over her cell phone, and she agrees.
Does anybody else know about what's going on?
My mom knows.
Tell your mom.
Yes, sir.
What advice did mom give?
What advice did she give? I mean,
Did the right thing?
she just told me to do the right thing.
The following morning, Ms. Andrews sent another email to administrators, resigning from her teaching position effective immediately. The student's mother also returned to provide consent for investigators to perform a forensic examination of her son's phone. It was then they discovered further messages that revealed the identity of the person who screenshotted the messages and uploaded them to Facebook. The student's girlfriend, after logging into his Snapchat account, discovered the messages between him and Ms. Andrews.
Oh, look at that. Look at that, guys. So the kid's girlfriend was like,
She was able to piece together the identity of Annalee after seeing a separate group chat in which the student admitted to his friends, "I just a teacher." She then posted the messages online and confronted Ms. Andrews herself, also accusing her of victimizing other students. When Ms. Andrews returned to the station to retrieve her cell phone, she was questioned about these accusations.
Don't be offended, but I've got to ask you this. Has anything like this ever happened before with anybody else that's not quite old enough?
No, sir.
And, I mean, if it has, let's get it over. It has. Okay. All right. Will you give me a word on that?
I promise you.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, thank you.
No evidence was uncovered that any additional children were victimized. Hours later, police arrived to arrest Ms. Andrews at her home.
Hi, Miss Andrews. Is Annalee here? Are you Annalee? You mind stepping outside for me real quick?
Yes, sir. I don't have these on.
All right, that's fine. All right, so I'm going to need you to put your hands behind your back for me, okay?
It's time!
Young County Jail. So you have to get a bond, okay? So I told me, please, okay? There are several felony warrants, okay?
Dumbass.
I know it's kind of a tough situation, but I'm going to work stuff out, all right? Try and breathe and stay calm, okay?
She can't take any books, nothing. No Bible, no nothing.
They'll have a Bible in there that she can ask to read.
In August of 2024, Annalee Andrews pleaded guilty to 4 counts of sexual assault of a child under 17 years old, and 3 counts of online solicitation of a minor. On April 8, 2025, she was given a concurrent sentence of 2 years at the Texas
That's
Department
it.
of Corrections,
All
with
she got
44
was
days
2
credited
years.
for time served and fined $5,000. She must also register as a sex offender. If you'd like to see select new videos early and help us keep uncovering case files that rarely come to light, you'll find extra footage and unseen details on our Patreon. Channel memberships here on...
What do you think, guys?
Well, she was planning on going away for 2 years.
I know, right? Yeah.
She was going to take a 2-year trip anyway. Just wasn't what she was planning.
That's true. That's true. Man, guys,
Oh
what a joke.
man, evil.
Y'all know what? Oh shit! Look at this. Look.
On the wall. Y'all know what? He has a gun with him. Hey, get everybody out.